Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner and welcome to Broken Swords 2, The Smoking Mirror. This is the second game in the series, so since we finished the first one, I say we continue the series with The Smoking Mirror. So, let's start a new game. Once again, I have never played this series before, so this will be a completely blind playthrough.
This must be the place. Professor Ubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
Okay, this does not look good. Can I do anything?
There were only 3 things I didn't like about spiders. The way they looked, the way they moved, and the fact that they lived on the same planet as me. This spider was big, mean, and hairy, and definitely not a native of Europe.
So can I push this bookcase on top of the spider?
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
Aha! I take it this one. Goodbye, spider!
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
No, this is exactly the safe course of action. Smash the spider, then burn the entire house down. I see those guys have started on the fire. Can I free myself with this? Perfect.
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire.
Okay, so these are the options. Hints. This is my notebook. Do I have an inventory yet? Probably not.
The rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
Well, how do you know? It could be useful.
I had no time to sit around. It was the chair I'd been tied to. The projecting bracket had served its purpose. There was nothing else I could do with it.
Are you sure?
I had no further use for the bracket. I wasn't touching that spider goo. Yellow pus was seeping from below the bookcase. That spider was very squashed. The bookcase had fallen on its front, making it impossible to reach the books inside. Even if I had the time, I wouldn't be able to get to the books beneath the heavy case.
Okay, forget about Nico for a moment. I know she's been kidnapped by Mayans. But we're investigating everything.
Nice couple. Ubier and his wife, I guess.
What about this?
Inside, I found a bottle of tequila.
Ooh.
Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal. Ew. Disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm. There was something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet. It was the worm from the bottle of tequila.
Yeah, so we have a bottle of tequila and the worm. What am I picking up? The worm, of course.
I'd drunk enough of that. In the drawer was a small decorated pot.
Because the worm will be very useful. Although I guess a bottle of flammable fluids isn't good enough in our current situation, since we already have plenty of fire to worry about.
That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway.
Let me just do something really quickly. Let's increase the speech volume, just so it's clearer for everyone. Nikos Bang, I presume?
It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
Oh, and here they are.
It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart.
Oh, what is this note anyway?
I guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andrei Lobanov, the history student
Oh, it's
Nico had known
Lobanov.
in college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Lobanov figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running.
That bastard.
The pot contained a key.
Oh. Okay, good thing I'm inspecting the items.
It was the poisoned dart which had stunned Nico. I'd never known anything keep her quiet so effectively. It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry. It was Nico's lipstick. It wasn't my color, and it reminded me of clowns. It looked like a house key.
Okay. What about
I
these
wasn't going to
windows?
get through those sturdy bars. The bars attached to the window would prevent anyone getting in. They also stopped me from getting out.
Okay, I think this is the spider box.
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it.
Yeah, we should burn it too.
It was the box that spider had crawled from.
Let's take a siphon.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
Really, I can't just take it? That seems like something that could be useful.
The cabinet was locked.
Oh, good thing I have a key.
The key was way too
Oh.
large to fit into that tiny keyhole.
Well, darn.
I racked my brains to think of a way to improvise a fire extinguisher. If only I'd stopped for a coffee at the airport. The fire had taken hold and ignited part of the polished wooden floorboards. The door blocked my only means of escape. The door blocked my only means of escape.
So this is locked. How do I... Oh. Could I use this dart as some kind of a lockpick?
The cabinet was locked. In the cabinet's wooden door was a very small keyhole.
A very small keyhole. Interesting. Oh, now you... Wait. I tried this already. Why didn't
As I
it work?
released the lock, something blew the doors open.
Cylinder, so I guess the dart can be used as a lockpick.
That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands.
Well, guess we'll use the panties.
The panties I'd found in Nikos' bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder.
What is
It
this?
was a small metal cylinder with a valve at one end.
Oh, I guess it's for the siphon? Replace the cylinder to get the
cylinder
pressure.
gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened. Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
Does this even work?
With a well-aimed squirt of his soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
That seemed like a pretty low amount of water to extinguish those flames, but well, I guess it wasn't a very large area. Alright. Guess
I wasn't gonna burn myself on that red-hot doorknob, and it wasn't the time for subtlety.
Okay then, I was going to use the panties, but alright. News cutting.
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two. It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
Damn Mayans.
It was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse. Wrapped inside it was another small piece of paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille. It was Ubier's bank statement.
Okay, so I guess these... Did the Mayans bring these? Or is this from Ubier? Let's try the telephone.
Much as I disliked him, Labano might be my only hope of finding Nico. Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre? You'd better show, you creep. I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear.
Couldn't we just discuss that by phone? Okay, 2 doors. 2 doors. Where do they lead? That seems locked.
It was locked.
Can I use the key?
The house key didn't fit this lock.
Can I use my Master of Lockpicking skills?
It was locked.
What about again?
The tiny point was only of use for picking small locks.
Okay. Is this door locked too?
The door was locked. I didn't fancy my chances of kicking this door down.
Of course it's locked.
I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Labano again, but he was my only link with Nico.
Ah, Montfaucon.
There was no sign of Labano when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him.
The big waste of time area, where a priest spent countless days polishing a chalice. Okay.
Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the
Oh, it's that policeman.
Ah, yes, I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
I'm waiting for an acquaintance.
Boom. And you have found another. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
Who's this guy?
Have you ever heard of a
Oh, it's
Professor
Ubier.
Ubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Waiter.
Oh, garçon. He ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate. What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
Hold on a moment. It's still... Speech is still not loud enough. For my liking.
What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
That's
Hey,
very
just
precise.
about everything apart from the ponytail.
It's a lot of detail.
I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking. Hey, you.
Quoi?
I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
Okay, first puzzle. Have to make sure this... Oh, he's adding stuff to the glass. I have to make sure this gentleman is finished. Oh. Or maybe not.
Un café.
Thanks. Do you know a guy called André Lobineau?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
Well, I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui, he married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here. The nutty professor and the movie star.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
That's all.
Thank you.
Ah, there's Lobineau. Took you long enough.
Well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you. But Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler's kidnapped her. And he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
Smuggling, huh?
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Oubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself. Tell me about your friend Oubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Oubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more backbone than you.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank. The Gliese Gallery.
Take a look at this, Andre.
It's a bank statement.
Yeah, Professor Oubier's account. 5 large cash withdrawals in the space of 3 days. All from an automatic teller in Marseille. Suspicious, isn't it?
You're even more crazy than you were before.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
That's it? Meanwhile, several hundred kilometers away.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough! I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
Okay, can I get this flask now?
The man was still looking.
How does he stop looking?
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect.
Well, he's not looking now.
I grabbed the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink. Excuse me.
What?
Didn't you try to appeal against your dismissal?
There was no point. It was my word against that of the chief inspector. And he was a close friend of the director of the museum I was supposed to be patrolling.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Can I leave?
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe.
I guess we're leaving.
I had no desire to go down into the sewers. Now I had another lead. I could either go back to Ubier's house, or visit the Glee's gallery.
Well, we don't have a way to open that door in Ubier's house, so Glee's gallery it is. But I believe that will be something for another time. For now, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first episode of Broken Sword 2, and I'll see you all next time.